Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we are diving into one of South Africa's most controversial political stories, one that raises questions about loyalty, corruption, and whether history really does repeat itself. The story revolves around former President Jacob Zuma and his latest political venture, the uMkhonto weSizwe Party, or MKP, which has been making headlines by accusing the African National Congress of corruption. Now, let's be clear. Jacob Zuma pointing fingers at the ANC is a sight that almost defies logic. It is akin to a pot calling the kettle black. Zuma's tenure as president of both the ANC and the country was marked by repeated allegations of corruption, state capture, and the infamous Nkandla scandal. Yet today, his party claims to be the beacon of integrity. That alone raises eyebrows. How can someone who presided over widespread mismanagement suddenly become the voice of accountability? Under Zuma's presidency, state-owned enterprises were systematically drained. From Eskom to Transnet and South African Airways, billions of rands vanished while ordinary citizens were left to cope with rolling blackouts, delayed trains, and economic uncertainty. Meanwhile, the Guptas, an immigrant family from India, were reportedly given free rein to influence cabinet appointments and state contracts. The nation watched as political loyalty and personal gain took precedence over service delivery and national interest. And now, with MKP, Zuma suggests that his party can do better than the ANC. That is a bold claim, to say the least. Let's consider the possibility of a future merger between MKP and the ANC. There are still staunch Zuma loyalists within the ANC, quietly waiting, dissatisfied with Cyril Ramaphosa's leadership. If such a merger were to occur, critics warn that it could have devastating consequences. The country could risk sliding towards a scenario reminiscent of Zimbabwe, where political loyalty trumps competence and economic institutions are looted to enrich a select few. South Africans would watch as farms, mines, banks, and businesses are redistributed not for justice or equity, but for personal gain and political patronage. Zuma is known for his remarkable ability to survive politically, which is why he continues to attract support. His charisma, his persona as a defiant freedom fighter, and his knack for portraying himself as a victim of establishment forces resonate with many citizens. His supporters still chant slogans like "Wenzani uZuma," as if his leadership was purely heroic rather than marked by controversy. But personality and public appeal do not pay for electricity bills, fix failing hospitals, or stop corruption. The track record under Zuma's leadership provides enough evidence that promises alone cannot be trusted. During his presidency, the Zondo Commission revealed extensive evidence of state capture. Testimonies detailed secret meetings, dodgy contracts, and large sums of cash exchanged behind closed doors. Billions of rands disappeared while poverty deepened and unemployment climbed. The consequences were real, affecting millions of ordinary South Africans who relied on functional institutions for basic services. Some younger voters, who may not remember the full scale of Zuma-era corruption, are being swept up in MKP's rhetoric of economic transformation and empowerment. They see speeches and rallies and imagine a rejuvenated political movement, unaware that many of the problems MKP claims to solve were created or exacerbated under Zuma's previous leadership. Political memory fades quickly, and in Zuma's case, that can be a dangerous gap. At the same time, questions arise about the ANC's own performance under Ramaphosa. Issues like persistent load shedding, sporadic corruption scandals, and high unemployment provide a fertile ground for Zuma and MKP to attract followers. The frustrations of citizens who feel neglected, unheard, or left behind are being exploited, making MKP's critique of the ANC resonate with certain segments of the population. Yet, it is essential to separate genuine critique from opportunistic politics. So, what does this mean for South Africa's future? It means vigilance. Citizens must critically assess whether political parties offer reform and accountability, or simply promise the same things in a new package. Zuma's MKP may be entertaining for headlines, but history suggests that the results of a Zuma-led government may not be much different from what South Africans experienced before. Zuma's attacks on the ANC highlight a larger issue in South African politics, the danger of personality-driven politics over policy-driven governance. Charisma and loyalty can sometimes mask inefficiency and corruption. When voters elevate a political figure based on nostalgia or perceived defiance, they risk repeating past mistakes. South Africa needs political leadership that prioritizes competence, transparency, and service to citizens above personal loyalty or party theatrics. In conclusion, Jacob Zuma's MKP raises serious questions about accountability and political ethics. Zuma accusing the ANC of corruption may make headlines, but it is also a reminder that the same individuals cannot be trusted to solve problems they once helped create. A leopard does not change its spots. The lessons from the past must not be forgotten. Citizens must look beyond slogans, rallies, and personality cults and demand real, tangible change. Now we want to hear from you. Do you think the MK party represents a real alternative, or is it just Zuma's comeback tour? Could an ANC-MKP merger really threaten South Africa's economic stability? Share your thoughts in the comments below, because your voice matters in this national conversation. If you found this analysis insightful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss our future coverage of South African politics. Stay informed, stay critical, and always question the narratives you are given. See you next time.